What's up, y'all? I know it's been a long time. I know it's been a long, long time. Even though I don't know how many people will be watching this, I don't care. I only have one subscriber. People is still gonna watch it, whether it's a month from now or whatever. I remember I was supposed to upload this video last month, but for some reason I just couldn't say what I wanted. Well, I mean, I can say what I want to say, but it's like I couldn't really get there. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't really figure out the right words to say. And maybe that's the reason that was my problem. Matter of fact, I don't know what I'm gonna talk about. Oh, I know what I'm gonna talk about, but I don't know this video is gonna be too long or what. But hold on. No, I hear music. Alright. I know I was a tripper. I know I hear music, but I don't know where it's at. But I will say this now. As you read from the title, this world is like WWE. This world indeed is like professional. I ain't gonna say professional wrestling because the real professional wrestling is high school wrestling, Olympics wrestling, that type of wrestling, not theatrical wrestling. But I'm gonna just say theatrical wrestling. This world is theatrical wrestling. Matter of fact, this world is theatrical overall. I'm gonna tell you how. For those of y'all who are wrestling fans or just know about professional wrestling, CM Punk came back to WWE, not WWE, came back to AEW, All Elite Wrestling, right? He came back. Besides, that's a fish? What the hell is that? It surely is a fish. What the hell? Why would y'all just leave this? Okay, whatever. But besides people going to AEW, you could look at this shit back in the day. Wrestlers was leaving from WWE. Well, back then it was considered as WWF, World Wrestling Federation. They had a few wrestlers leaving from Vince McMahon, if he truly is the owner of WWE. There's a theory behind that, but that's a different topic for a different day, you hear me? So wrestlers was leaving. No, matter of fact, I'm not gonna use wrestling back in the day because we all know that wrestlers could do what they want and say what they want. Nowadays, if you in WWE, chances are you might get fired for saying the wrong thing. You might be released due to budget cuts. Think about it. This world is like WWE. This world is like theatrical wrestling. But I'm mostly point on WWE because that's the only wrestling show I watch. Right? That's the only wrestling product I watch, theatrical wise. Reason why wrestlers are leaving from Vince is because they don't have creative freedom. They can't do what they want. They can't say what they want. They don't have creative freedom. That's why wrestlers leaving from Vince company and he's in a different, and wrestlers doing their own thing and they're being successful in different companies. Now, let's take that in reality. Well, reality, I guess you could say. Say you're not a wrestler, right? Say you're just a regular person, right? Would you rather, I repeat, would you rather have a life where you can have creative freedom, say what you want to say, do whatever you want, and everything like that, do what you love? Would you rather have that lifestyle, have creative freedom, or non-creative freedom? Tell me, be honest. What I mean non-creative freedom, that means you're a slave under somebody else. You can't say what you want to say. You can't do what you want to do. You're just limited to all this shit. You're just limited. That's it. While you have create freedom, it's limitless. Yeah, this might be limitations here and there, but you still have create freedom. WWE and maybe other wrestling promotions that I'm not aware of, they have to play a specific character. A specific character. Who remember back in the day where wrestlers could just be themselves but be over the top with themselves? Look at The Rock, for example. Back in the day, The Rock, he is being himself, just on some just over the top version of himself. Just being over the top. John Cena was the same thing. John Cena was over the top type shit. He was over the top. And he still got over and shit. So nowadays, you got wrestlers being over dramatic of the characters that they playing as and shit. That's why, like, WWE is not really the same anymore, because not just that they're not really being themselves by being over the top, but they don't have create freedom, which my point still stands. Would you rather have a creative lifestyle, create freedom lifestyle, or not create freedom? Like, be honest. Like, be straight up honest. If y'all watching this, anybody who's watching this, you let me know in the comment section down below. I don't know about you. I'd rather have a creative freedom lifestyle where I could get the right amount of money that I want, but besides money, I could do and say whatever I want. I could do whatever and say whatever I want. Like I say, you want to know why wrestling promotions is nowhere on WWE level except for maybe AEW? It's because they're not trying to be over the top. They're not trying to, like, yes, they're making money, but they're not trying to be over the top with shit by paying billions of dollars worth of sponsorships and being a slave, have to give up half of your own percentage to your company of a wrestling promotion to a network. They're not worrying about all that. Even if they are, yeah, they got money, but they don't have to. They're wrestlers. They're performers. They're theatrical actors, wrestlers. They're not over the top with shit. They don't want to be. They're being themselves. Even if they're playing a character, it's not on the supernatural level of Undertaker, Kane, Bray Wyatt, The Fiend type of level. You get what I'm saying? Like, really look at how wrestling was back. Like, compare shit to back in the day to now. Obviously, back in the day is far better. No matter if it was the golden era, what it's called, from the Hulk Hogan era to the Bret Hart and Shawn Michaels era to the Attitude era of The Rock, Stone Cold, Steve Austin, Undertaker, Mankind, the most infamous wrestlers of the Attitude era, to the Ruthless Aggression era. Then you leave from that, then we got the PG era. It's still PG era, but even then with the PG era, it's good, but at the same time, no, let me say it like this. I ain't gonna say bad. It's okay. It was an okay time period to watch wrestling. Even though it's just like like retrospect, when you look at it, it's like, what the fuck? Who idea this shit was? Who idea this was? To have celebrities hosting a wrestling show. You know, it's like that type of way. It's like that type of way. Obviously, people go say, oh, the Attitude Era and the Ruthless Aggression Era was good. Ruthless Aggression Era could have been like the second Attitude Era if it would have lasted longer, which I believe is true. You see what I'm saying? It's different. It's just different time periods of things. Things change dramatically. And that's how it is with your gimmick of your wrestling. Not just with wrestling, but with life. If you don't have a gimmick with people, people's not going to fuck with you. If you don't dress a certain way that makes yourself stand out or be part of that. No, if you don't dress the same way like everybody else, you're not considered cool. Like I say, look at wrestlers. Look at different wrestlers from back in the day, how they differentiate. I think I said it wrong. Differentiate from everybody else. Because they stand out from everybody else. They stand out. That's what you got to do. That's how wrestling is. That's how everything is in life. 11:11. You got to stand out and be yourself. Even you, like I say, if you don't have a certain gimmick to connect with other people, you're not going to shine. You're not going to make that money that you want to. You're not going to get out of your comfort zone. I'm not saying that getting out of your comfort zone is always a good thing, because sometimes there's certain things that you may not want to do that makes you feel uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? You got to do what makes you feel good. You got to do what makes you feel good. Don't just do it because you want it for the money. No. Everybody would do stuff for money. Anybody would do some. I'm trying to say that. Anybody could do some sus stuff. Everybody could do some gay shit for money. Like I say, if you don't have the right gimmick, you're not going to succeed in life. The right gimmick that fit for you. That's how it is with actors. From an actor telling y'all this, it's true. You gotta have, I'm not saying that put a mask on, not like that. I'm not saying that go put a mask on and be all buddy with everybody. No. You gotta wear the right, hold on, waiting for this car to pass. Come on, car, go ahead. If you don't, made me lose my train of thought. Oh, if you're not, shoot, what am I trying to say, man? What I'm trying to say? I lost my train of thought, bro. I lost my train of thought. But my point still stands. You got to do a gimmick that fit. Matter of fact, there we go. You got to play a role that's fit for you. Actors play certain roles that make them feel good, like, yeah, I'll be able to do this, or no, I won't do this because this is not right. Why do you think that some actors were so close playing this role, but they end up having a change of heart, like Will Smith? He was supposed to play as Neo in The Matrix, but instead, he didn't. There's certain movies out there where actors could have played that role, but instead they turn it down because they either feel like, oh, they're too big for it, or, oh, they can't really do it because, due to scheduling, or, the endless of things that could have been and everything like that. But half of the time, which is a rare one right here, is that you will see actors give up the role because they feel that character would not suit them for them, or their character would not do this or say this or whatever. That's how it is. So this world, it's a stage. You gotta everybody's playing a character. You either a good guy or a bad guy or an anti-hero. You either a serial killer or a victim of a serial killer. That's how it is. But that's why I want to say much love, positivity, anyways, always in your heart, mind, and soul.